Hey guys, it is Brent. Before we get started with today's episode of What's the Right Shot, got a quick question for you, and that is, are you not getting the kind of power that you want with your topspin serve, and more specifically for your topspin second serve? Meaning maybe too many double faults, or that serve is going in, but it's just sitting up over there on a silver platter for that returner in singles or doubles to just do some real damage with. If that's the case, stick around to the end of today's episode of What's the Right Shot, because I've got something I definitely want you to check out. Guys, here we go. This episode of What's the Right Shot, the one and only Mark Vines serving. And I've got a link down below in the description area that will help you get in touch with Mark. He does offer some great training programs in person. And so if you've got some interest in that link is right down below for you. Look, we are looking at, I'm going to take this back a little bit here. We're looking at the second serve, right? And the theme today is, as it always is how do we take time away from our opponent when we either intentionally or unintentionally pull them off out of the court? And in this case, a second serve. And, Mark is already anticipating, if not already planned, hey, I'm going to take this guy out wide. And that's to his forehand. It's a left-handed player over there. So to the forehand, you're sort of inviting a big forehand to try to do some damage. And typically what happens is they will go ahead and give it a good ride, but unfortunately, they end up taking time away from themselves. All right, so Mark puts the invite out there. It's accepted, and now he's going to go. Well, obviously, he's going to take this thing to the open court and make that opponent run. But here's what I want you to be thinking about right here: is that there's got to be an intention not only to be inside the baseline, assuming that how often is this guy over there going to just drill a return at your feet? And I know in Mark's mind, he's happy with that. If he's got to step forward and play a volley from here, he takes even a little bit more time away by taking the ball earlier, right? So that's not a problem. But in this case, it's semi on the rise pickup. It's a flat racket face, right? It's not a chip down. Right? Where's he setting the racket? He's getting it down behind the bounce. It's not really coming down severely from high to low, right? It's not waiting here and then hacking down. It's actually dropping the racket down behind contact so that at contact it's flat, right? And then there's a little nudge with the body moving forward in anticipation that it's going to be a ball that he wants to move in on and take time away, even more time, right? So is this thing clearly out wide where it's going to totally stretch the guy out? No. But what it is it's deep. And Mark feels this. He feels this right at contact. He doesn't need to get visual contact that it's going to be deep. By what do? We peek, right? P-E-E-K, too early. And we start looking out there to get visual confirmation of what we're about to do rather than feeling by leaving your eyes down through contact, what have we done? And you can feel, right? He knows this thing is not going to be, severely angled wide, but he does know it's going to be deep. And he just comes in just trusting depth and puts himself in a position where he's telling this guy, okay, I will give you up the line. You can have a foot or so inside the line if you make it great. And if you want to try a little fancy roller cross court in front of me, it better be perfect because if I can get there, you got a problem. And so here's what happens. It ends up wide, right? So this might seem to you anticlimactic, but this is the way that you win a lot of points, right? Is you take time away and force that opponent over there to have to go for the winner, right? So let's finish this off here, and we'll go ahead and take this back from the beginning. Missed first serve. He was trying to take him out wide there, right? Here comes the second serve that we talked about. And again, we're just getting it out wide, and it's pretty simple. It's pretty clean. All you're trying to do is take time away. Nothing more than that. And again, if this guy does return really deep, that's fine. Then from right here, you just, if he really nails this thing deep at your feet, you just step forward and volley it, and you take a nanosecond more of time away. But the thing with a half volley here is to make this as flat as possible, sort of thinking of your string bed as more of a backboard, where you're going to allow the ball to compress right here, right? You're not going to think, well, I got to get rid of it. I think too often what happens out of this position here, the racket's up around the shoulder, which if the ball landed a lot shorter, okay, then that ball would be sitting up and you'd be playing more of a slider, underspin, slice of backhand approach. But this is more of a pickup on the rise, and let's just present the ball with a really stable, if you will, backboard right there. Let it compress, let it get out of the racket on its own, and then look, I love this feeling of putting it in the string bed, letting it compress, and then nudging it forward, the racket forward with the body, and there you have it. So I know he makes it look pretty doggone easy. Guys, as I said at the very top, hang around, because if you're struggling with your topspin serve at all, want to help you, I got 3 power source fixes for you, and that video is coming up right now. All right, guys, time for us all to get out there, help someone else have a spectacular day. Help someone else have a great day. And look, start practicing this right here, where you're landing inside the baseline when you take that guy out wide, whether it's intentional or whether it's unintentional, right? And just trust yourself that presenting yourself up at net is going to work out. All right, guys, here comes this additional video on your topspin serve. Well, hey, it is Brent. I'm back here with you. Quick question for you on your topspin serve, and more specifically, your topspin second serve. The question is, are you getting the kind of power that you want? And if not, I know exactly how you feel. I mean, back in the day before I got together with Tom Stowe, my topspin serve, especially my second serve, was just a silver platter sitter, just begging that guy over there in singles or the opponents in doubles to just take advantage of it. And after Tom, worked with Tom for 18 months, he gave me some serious help in my serve, specifically 3 different power sources that I want to show you if, in fact, you're still struggling with getting some real power on your topspin serve. Yeah, I mean, after Tom, 21 USA National Gold Balls in both singles and doubles, won the 2023 World Doubles title in Mallorca, Spain, and the end of the year 2023, ranked number 1 in the world in my age group in doubles. If you want some help with your topspin serve, specifically your topspin second serve, right down below, there's a link. I want you to click it, drop in a first name and email address, and you will get immediate access to that course. All right, guys, looking forward to helping you. Right down below, click that link, first name, email address, and I'll see you inside that video.